Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Daily Blues here on 100% Chelsea. All the latest transfer rumours and news to do with Chelsea Football Club. I'm joined once again by Tony, Daniel and Louis. Say hello, lads.
Right, lads, how you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. Now, today we're obviously going to focus on the news of the day, which is basically Stones handing his transfer request. And just to let you guys know, if you're not aware, I'm sure most of you are, the League Cup is currently being played, and some games have gone into extra time. So once that finishes, we will reveal the draw to all of you, and we'll find out who we get in the third round, and we'll talk a bit about that as well. But up until the draw, let's have a little talk about Stones. Obviously, before we start about Stones, I'm just going to say, by the end of the show, I will have a little bit of news for all of you regarding Pogba, and it's a little bit exclusive, so I'll leave it towards the end. I can't reveal too much for now, but I'll wait for the end. Right, Stones handed in his transfer request. I'm happy, I'm sure all of you are. Tony, your reaction?
Well, I'm glad it's all going to be possibly coming to an end now, or a conclusion.
Finally.
Finally, yeah, because obviously the news yesterday was that the deputy chairman basically said that they wasn't going to sell him at any price.
Yeah.
And that was also the opinion of Mr. Kenroy.
Yes.
Obviously, we put down 3 bids, and it almost felt like it was the end, you know.
What was the other? Pure junk, did you say?
It said, I'm getting a bit of feedback here, Jonas. Is that
I had a bit of feedback too. I don't know.
That's not me. I've got the sound all the way down. There's nothing there.
No, nothing coming from my end.
Okay.
It's Daniel, and is it you, Daniel?
I don't think so. I haven't got anything. I turned my TV down.
Have you got your TV down?
I have the sound off. I have the sound off on everything apart from this.
Yeah, like it.
And I'm the only person in the house, so it's definitely not my end.
Cool.
It's possibly anyone in the background, if there's anyone in the background. But anyway, go on, Tom. We can all hear.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, basically, obviously, they said that at no price whatsoever. They was prepared to basically do business with us, and I guess there was only one really option. We were supposedly sniffing around Varane, but and there was another defender as well, wasn't there, at Zenit that were reportedly interested in.
Ezekiel Garay.
Yeah, I think it's all been a bit sort of cat and mouse, really. Actually, funny enough, a young lad, Jamie Grant, he sent me a tweet basically, and he felt with the Varane thing, it was basically to force Stones into deliberately, they deliberately leaked it out.
Yeah.
About Varane, obviously to see if Madrid would change their mind, but he felt there was obviously never a possibility. I think we all felt that. But obviously what it's actually done is forced John Stones into handing in a transfer request.
Yeah. And
then also, you think, because there's been a lot of protests at Everton, isn't there? When the fans aren't happy with the board and this, that and the other. You don't know whether this was almost an inside thing at Everton, where they basically went to John Stones and said, look, we will take this deal, but once you go, obviously we're public enemy number 1, and they're not going to take kindly to the fact that we've sold you, so you might have to do this and reveal your hand, if you like.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's all good stuff. It's all great stuff for us as a football club, because I heard that we're going in for a 4th bid. Is that 33 million?
Yep. Looks like 33.
Yeah, I mean their valuation's 40 million, isn't it? But maybe now that he's transfer requesting now, I think we won't have to pay that now. So
exactly, we save ourselves a bit of dosh.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, because obviously we want him, and it looks like it's going that way now. So great news,
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Definitely. Louis, what's your view on Stones handing in his transfer request? You see it come in? Are you happy?
I am happy. You know, I think he is coming to Chelsea. There's no shadow of a doubt there. Like Tony was saying, I mean, going in for Garay and going in for Varane, obviously they're two great centre halves.
Yeah.
But I almost think it was a smokescreen, whereas sort of behind the scenes, you know, we're tapping him, going, "Oi, put in your transfer request, do this, do that," and he sort of, you know, we've managed to force it through, and it's sort of all coming to an end. And you know, so what makes me the most happy about it is the fact that sort of we're going to still have an English core for our centre back, sort of, if you know what I mean. So sort of,
Yeah.
we're going to replace an English centre back with another English centre back, which is what we want basically. We want. I'm really happy that that's happened, and you know, I think he's going to do big things for us.
Definitely.
If he comes, you know.
I mean, as I said, it's a great bit of pace, isn't it? If we do add Stones into the team, it's what we've been missing in defence. Again, I'm glad that we're not going to have to pay 40. I don't think, because he's handed in the request and he obviously wants to go now. I'm just happy that he's handed in his request, because a lot of Everton fans were coming up to me, and credit to Toffee TV, by the way, for those of you who don't know about Toffee TV, that's Everton's fan channel. I remember having a conversation with Toffee TV, and he was just saying, "We're not going to give him to you. We're just not. No way. He's not going to Everton. We love him. He loves us. No." And he's got to put in a request.
Bit of a sticky subject, then, isn't it? Really, with them, I guess.
No, it is, and there's massive protests now at Everton, and you know, it's all really like they don't know who to blame, the chairman or Stones, you know. So.
Well, this is it. I mean, listen, he moves on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know, and obviously they still keep their face. You know, I'm talking about the chairman here. You know, because obviously, like I said, they've been planning protests, and they're not happy, are they, Evertonians, about you know, lack of money being spent and everything else. And Martinez did say, didn't he, if you remember, after the City game, about, you know, new players, etc. You had to wonder where that money was actually coming from. So maybe it was all along, this whole saga was always going to end up this way. It's thank goodness that he's actually come out and said that. What we don't want to do now is get gazumped by Man United, now that he's come out, you know, in revenge for Pedro.
Yeah, Man United come along and put one of their crazy bids in.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's the news about United somehow putting in what? I'm hearing 140 million, and I'm also hearing 240. I mean, I'd stop watching football if they got Neymar for 200 million. I'll just stop. You know. But well, about Stones, who do you think will be the first one to take a back seat? Let's say Cahill or JT.
Cahill, straight in there. I think he's gonna sit alongside JT like Zuma did. You know, learn a lot from him. But I mean, it's sort of. But I reckon soon JT would start to take a seat, because you know the transition process is sort of, you know, Cahill might become the starting centre back, or it could be Stones and Zuma. But you know, it's going to be all transitional. But I think at the end of 18 months down the line, I reckon it will be Stones and Zuma as our two starting centre backs, and maybe Gary Cahill taking it easy. But the other thing we could do to develop that sort of the three of them as a unit, Cahill, Zuma, and Stones, because even though we want to have him as a starting centre back, Stones or Zuma, Stones can play as a right back, and he has done for Everton, and he is almost Ivanovic-esque, if you know what I mean. But you know, it could all add up to sort of having, you know, Cahill takes a seat, and then you have Stones and Zuma 18 months down the line. But sort of you could develop them as a unit, if you know what I mean.
That's true. Dan, your view, what do you think of Stones, and where do you think he'd fit in? Who do you think would be the first to take a back seat, JT or Cahill?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know. I can't really guess at the moment. I think there will be a lot of rotation in that back line, as I've said before. Could I just go back to the point about him handing in the transfer request?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, necessarily just because he hands in that transfer request doesn't mean he's instantly comes to Chelsea.
True.
I made a video about it earlier, and I think one comparison I made that's really recent is Saido Berahino. He hands in a transfer request at West Brom, and West Brom say, no, you won't go in even though Spurs made an improved bid for him, and they're still not going to let him. So there is a development. I think it is a positive thing to see John Stones handling that transfer request, because I think it basically means, of course, he wants to go. But I think, and as well, seeing the price tag that apparently Chelsea are going to bid 33 million, it's going to be under 40 million, and I think that could, especially alongside John Stones handling the transfer request, could lead him coming to Chelsea. But I don't know who he replaces at the moment. I think this is a very this is a long-term signing, so there's going to be a load of rotation in that back line, I believe. But with suspensions and with different things going on in that back line, I think he obviously wants to come to Chelsea at this point, and I think he's going to be learning off the best defender in England, and as well working, hopefully creating some sort of connection with Kurt Zouma at the back, when he comes in. So we have that lined up for the future, which I think is a positive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, obviously, just to let you guys know, we are going to bring you the live League Cup draw. Luton has gone to penalties, and it's just not ending, is it? Once that match does end and the draw begins, we'll keep you updated on the draw and who gets who. Obviously, you guys, it's a very early stage. It's the third round. We want someone small. Any ideas who you'd want? Who's your ideal draw? Tony.
Well, I enjoyed Shrewsbury last year.
That was a good game.
They only gave us a handful of tickets, but it was a really nice day. It was somewhere different for a change,
Yeah.
I don't want to sound, whatever's, I guess, but I don't want Man City. I don't want to go to Anfield. I want to go somewhere different, somewhere I haven't been for a while, because it gets a little laborious. And Shrewsbury was a really nice day. I mean, it poured down with rain, but it was just a different stadium and just nice,
Yeah.
Just,
yeah.
I'd like a home draw, actually. A home draw would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm.
No, definitely. Any game at home is ideal. We don't want to go travelling. That's
Are
for
we ball 26? I believe. Is that right?
Sorry, we are ball 26.
We are
20,
JT.
27. I think it's 26. It is 26. Yeah.
John Terry.
I've got good old Jeff in the background. He's telling me something now. Hold on.
Oh, hang on. I think it's starting.
I want Reading. They're saying. Sam Green.
Sam Green says, "I want Reading."
MK Dons. That's a great show.
That's a great show. Luton are 3-2 up on penalties.
Luton are 3-2 up.
Yep. Here we go. Stoke are about to take their third penalty. Absolutely mesmerising stuff. Can he do it on a rainy day in Luton?
Here we go. It's
He scored.
Oh, Jonathan Pearce there.
Bottom left corner. Tidy finish there. Carry on.
Harjot Singh, no Bradford. You're not wrong there.
Go on. Louis, you want to say it. Say the unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable.
What is it, as in Chris Kamara?
Yeah.
Unbelievable, Jeff! There's something going on at Portsmouth. What's going on? I don't know, Jeff. Did he get sent off? I thought it was a substitution.
Well,
I want Crystal Palace. Says Baller's Life. I see Patrick Bamford played them tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and they won, which is good. Harjot says Fulham. He wants Fulham, the old rivalry.
Interesting. I quite like Fulham, but I would like Luton. I don't know what it is, but I have a thing for Luton ever since they had that thing in the FA Cup a couple of years ago. I sort of was like, I'd like to play Luton. So hopefully they win against Stoke. Here we go. Stoke, fourth penalty, bottom left corner, no saving that. Well, sent the keeper the wrong way. An old Chelsea boy, Stephen Sidwell. Back to you in the studio, lads.
Hey, Stephen Sidwell. Hello, Stephen Sidwell. Well done, mate. Well done. I can't believe Luton have taken Stoke to penalties. Don't Stoke have, 5 Champions League players or something now? Or 4?
4, yeah. 4 players that won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Muniesa, Boyan.
Do you know what? I was just thinking, but then I'll be at the games anyway, we all would. You could do a Soccer Saturday, really, couldn't you?
Oh, right. 5-4. Stoke have to score this penalty to go through. Beautiful finish there.
Just before, a few of them are saying QPR. I don't know if we'd want that.
No, they got knocked out by Carlisle.
I'm not going to do it.
Louis, what's the latest?
Oh, imagine Newcastle
They
away.
are out, in the words of Jeff. Here we go. Stepping up to take the penalty. I don't know who that is. Number 12 for
Oh, no.
Stoke.
Oh,
Here we go. He takes it.
goal.
Top right corner.
Look at that, John Terry, Millwall.
Mate,
Millwall, we got Millwall.
if we get Millwall,
Oh, mate. This is too intense.
if we got Millwall, I don't know what would happen.
Well, I do.
I don't. I tell you what would be happening. I'd be going to Smithy's, getting a beard, and getting some long hair.
Listen, mate, that your life like that's over now, mate.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Oh,
You're on
what
camera
a
now.
penalty! Straight in the top right corner! Or left corner, sorry.
Got our own commentator here. It's amazing.
Millwall aren't even in the draw. They got knocked out.
Did they?
Say that again.
Yeah, Millwall aren't even in the draw. I just
Oh,
checked.
there we are. We're saved. It's all good. Don't worry, lads. It's all good.
You have to ruin things, don't you, Dan?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Denied it the other last season.
Here we go.
The chosen one, look. Well, absolutely.
You're stepping up to stake the penalty. Stake?
Someone, who is this? Ack says Football Factory all over again.
Well, it's right.
Yeah,
Pretty
football
much.
factory.
Pretty
Right.
much, yeah.
It's right.
Pretty much.
Get the Stone Island jackets out.
Yeah.
Ball is lovely.
I want to get one.
I've
I
got-
really want to start off jacket.
Hang
Oh,
on,
leave
sorry.
me out. I ain't been fun. I was wearing that stuff 15s ago. Stone Island. Come on.
Hang on. Ball is lovely.
Tony's
Oh, don't even go there. Please don't bring out Stone Island. Please. Please.
Tony's just going, God, guys, go with the times. Come on.
Oh, they were the times.
No, Tone, talking about the times.
Yeah, man.
Ballers Life says Leeds.
Well, absolutely. Yeah, why not?
Why not? What would that? I
We
mean,
all-
you
Leeds.
know more about them than we do. To be fair.
Well, look, if you speak to most Chelsea old school, yeah, and I'm talking, people that obviously were going, I guess, in their teens in the 70s, it was all about Leeds. In fact,
Yeah.
Spy, is,
Yeah.
Aspilicueta, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. All he ever goes on about is Leeds, yeah. He hates Leeds, and most of the country hate Leeds. In fact, you know something.
Oh, sorry.
Can I just, because it ties in lovely here, can I just say something here? I saw a thing, a report here about the most unpopular sides in the history of football. And do you know who they are?
Who are they?
Right, I'll tell you who they are, right? Well, one of them is the 60s and 70s Leeds.
Oh, okay.
Right, one of them is the 60s Argentina
Luton
national
have just hit
side.
the bar.
Oh, really?
Luton have just hit the bar. Oh, no.
So Stoke might go through now.
Here we
Oh,
go.
what, they got a score?
Stoke's final penalty.
Go on, I'll stay with you for a bit, go on.
Okay, here we go. Stoke about to take their final penalty. I can't tell who's coming up to take the kick yet. No, still can't tell. It's too far away. He's taking it.
Goal.
Top right corner. No stopping that. Stoke, go through. Back to you in the studio.
Well done,
Right,
Stoke.
so-
You are through.
The most unpopular sides in the history of football, yeah?
Yes.
Right? 60s, 70s Leeds. The only reason why I'm bringing this up is because you mentioned Leeds, yeah?
Yep.
1960s Argentina national side, they were horrible, they were. I mean, in the World Cup in 66, they were, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was tiny little top then, do you know what I mean? Fergie's Manchester United.
Oh, okay.
The 1990s Olympic Marseille. This is a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
George Graham's boring Arsenal.
Yeah, they were more than hated.
It's funny, when they were singing that, at the Emirates at the end of last season. That boring Arsenal. That was the chant. It originally come from Arsenal.
It does, yeah.
It originally comes from
They
Arsenal.
don't
It was
seem to
everyone
realise.
boring. Right, and the last one, modern day Chelsea.
Wow, I'm glad we're on that list. It's good to be hated.
They all hate us, don't they? They hate us.
No, yeah, and we feed off it. I don't think they realise we absolutely feed off their hate. When the world hates us. Mourinho said it in the last press conference, didn't he? In the last interview.
That's right.
He said, everyone's always waiting for us to lose.
It's right.
There's going to be disappointed people.
It's right.
It's true.
Listen, this is why channels like this. At least you can come on in. You're amongst friends and family. You're loved because in the media is all like ex-Liverpool. I mean, can you? Let's name all the Liverpool. Collymore,
Lawrenson,
Hansen. They go on. It goes on and on, doesn't it?
We've had others. Danny Murphy. We've had Michael Owen.
The majority of them are just red. You've got Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Michael Owen, Lawrenson, Collymore,
Thompson.
Who?
Phil Thompson.
Phil Thompson.
Yeah, Liverpool. I think there's only a couple of Man United, and apart from that, a couple of Arsenal.
We've got Rudolett. We've got Rudolett.
We have Rudolett, but he's sometimes he's even against us.
And sometimes Ray Wilkins, and then if Man United are on, sometimes they wheel him in for that, don't they?
Yeah.
But I love Ray Wilkins. He's class.
The only guys that stick up for us, obviously Ray Wilkins, because he's Chelsea through and through. Alan Shearer, because he's honest. The guy just has a proper footballing brain and he's honest. So
Gary Neville sticks up for us.
And Gary.
Do you know what? I like Gary Neville. I think he's intelligent. Very intelligent the way this is the game, and I actually do like listening to Gary Neville.
Even Souness will stick up for us now and then. I don't think
the night we were robbed against Barcelona, he was right with us that night. That semi-final.
Oh mate, I mean, who was with us?
What, in the studio?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, when I was there, but I mean, what I'm saying, if I remember rightly, it was Graham Souness, wasn't it? Because obviously Didier done his whatever's disgrace.
Yeah.
And Souness was very sympathetic. He said they'd been done, and
Souness was proper on our side, and as I said, the one guy who was bringing doubts, even Jamie Redknapp was on our side that night, and that's saying something. Ruud Gullit was the only one objecting, and the one going, nah, I don't think it was a penalty.
I've lost all respect for him, no Jamie Redknapp,
Jamie Redknapp was fine with us when Lampard used to play for us because it's his cousin, but then once Lampard left, it was like...
Yeah, absolutely.
He was behind the whole Diego Costa crimes thing, and it's like, how can you be a pundit on an impartial channel and you're making stuff up like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he likes proper one of these like pundits who like changes their opinion dramatically each week, always goes to the crisis point of like everything, going like, well, Chelsea could be in big trouble here. Like, it's like, after we're top of the table by 7 points and he's having a go at us saying, oh, Chelsea, they look a bit unsure at the moment. It's like, mate.
We should have a night. We should have a night about that. We should have one evening on Daily Blues.
I think
just talking about that one game, because I reckon in some time in the future, maybe, I don't know, 10, 20, 15 years down the road, it'll all come out.
It
like
will.
That, because
it will.
That was proper corrupt that night.
That was proper corrupt. It was blatant. There was definitely something fishy about that whole game. But yeah, that's a good shout. I think we'll definitely do a special where we discuss, we sit down and we discuss that night.
We also got to discuss Munich though. If we're
what we should do is we should discuss every single major event that's happened to Chelsea. The double, 5-4-5.
That'd be a very long night.
But right, no, just to get everything in perspective, the draw still hasn't started.
No, Port Vale and West Brom have just gone to penalties. It was 0-0 throughout. Terrible game, if you ask me.
So we are still waiting on these penalty shootouts to finish. I mean, why don't teams just score or something? Why wait until the penalties? Just to let you guys know as well, Cuadrado has gone out on loan. He's gone to Juventus. He's already started training. He's had his first training session, and he's gone on loan. I think up until the end of the season, we do have an option to get him back in January. I think it is, but Cuadrado at Juve.
Apparently, he had hundreds and hundreds waiting for him, like massive ovation, didn't he, or something? A massive ovation, like at Turin Airport.
Yeah, they actually, because they know him already from his time in Italy, so they know exactly what he can do. But yeah, I think he'll do well at Juve. I think he'll show a bit more confidence. He wasn't settled, and in Italy he is, so I think he'll do all right.
The Italian game's just so much. It's just not as quick and as strong as the Premier League, though. That's why he did so well.
Exactly. I think he gets a bit more space, a bit more time, a bit more. and that's what builds up his confidence. You know, he can put out a skill or two, make himself look a bit good. Look at Mohamed Salah, same story. You know,
Just players like that. I just don't understand why we don't just get them off our books. I really don't.
yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
you mentioned that, Louis. Was it Marco Marin? He's just gone over to Trabzonspor, isn't he? In Turkey, isn't
He's
he?
gone to Transibor.
He's
Yeah.
gone on loan.
On
He's gone
loan.
on loan. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's still at our club, even though he hasn't played in what? How long? Is it
I think
since
the last game
2011?
he played was against Wigan when he scored that header. That was the last game he played.
I mean, flipping heck.
And that was Di Matteo. Jesus.
Was,
But I
it was
put
Fiorentina, wasn't he? And Anderlecht, wasn't he? Or
Fiorentina, Anderlecht, Sevilla. He won the Europa League with Sevilla.
Yep.
And
Don't you think we should just cash in on him now?
We're
yeah,
not
we
gonna
should,
get-
shouldn't we? I mean, he's not going to play.
we can cash in, but we're going to lose money on him again. We just all these players we just loan out. Their value just deteriorates.
Yeah,
And
It's
at the end of the
26.
day, you know, it's just they just.
Just go down. He just goes down. It's true. But also, just to let you guys know, remember the Champions League draw for the group stage is on Thursday. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Thursday
That's
at 6 or 5:45.
5:45.
5:45.
Yeah.
Daily
No
Blues.
Celtic.
Daily Blues will be doing that live. Basically, we will cover that Champions League draw. And you know, hopefully we get someone not so hard. I mean, apparently the teams we can get is Atletico, Real Madrid, or
Porto.
Porto. That's it. So, two old Jose teams.
I want Porto. I
Oh,
really want Porto.
You know,
There's only them three out. There's only them three, literally out of pot two, because we're in pot one.
Yeah, we
United, City, and Arsenal are in pot two. So pot two is really light. So we can only either get there Seville, Lyon, or Dynamo Kiev.
Yep.
But that's only half. Like Olympiacos and Galatasaray pot three.
Yep.
Roma, Borussia, Mönchengladbach, and Wolfsburg. I was looking at these games thinking, which one can I go to? And to be fair, I am, to be fair, mate. And I mean, I want Real Madrid to in truth. Well, let's just have it early, eh? Don't you think?
I do
you
want
know,
Real Madrid.
that's exactly what I want. I've just got.
Yeah.
I'm
Fantastic.
like, I just feel, you know what? Bring on Madrid. I want Madrid. I want Madrid. You know, it'll be a big game. It'll be massive. It'll be Mourinho against his old team. It'll be Benitez against Mourinho. It'll be Chelsea against Madrid. It'll be the Champions League. It'll just be big.
Well, we've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting Madrid.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Sure.
Exactly.
You know, a fact. You know, 30% chance of getting Real Madrid.
And remember the last time we got a massive team in the group stage? Do you remember when we got Barca in the group stage?
Yeah.
Who finished first?
We did, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. Did we?
It was true.
Did we-
Yeah, we topped that group.
Hmm.
So yeah, I say bring on.
I thought
Madrid.
they beat us at our place, though, didn't they? They beat,
No,
didn't
no,
they?
that was the
Yeah,
year before. That was the year
Oh,
before.
yeah.
I remember because Drogba, it was the first night we got all the flags out for the first time. We won 1-0.
Yeah, it
And
was.
I was at that game and Drogba turned. I think it maybe.
Here we go, boys. The draw off the League Cup.
Here we
is
go.
about to
The
start.
draw.
All right, here we go. The draw, and Louis, over to you.
Hello and welcome to the Capital One Cup League draw with me, Simon McGovern.
I'm going to write them down, I think.
Okay.
Say that again, Louis.
Oh look, they've got a Liverpool and an Arsenal pundit doing.
Here we go.
We're gonna get
First
screwed.
ball to be drawn out here for the third round draw of the Capital One Cup is number 22, Middlesbrough. That would be an interesting draw if we get Middlesbrough. Going up the
Middlesbrough.
downside, don't fancy
Oh,
it,
trick
but
that.
they take Wolves.
Middlesbrough Wolves, good game.
Right.
Well,
Number
kind of.
13 is the next one, Norwich.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll
Won't be
take that.
bad, won't be bad.
Facing number 20, West Brom or Port Vale, which is currently on penalties.
Right.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The third ball to be drawn out is number 9, Hull City. who will be facing
Sick of that.
That's a long trip.
number 14, Swansea City.
Oh,
We'll start to go there.
not bad.
Number 11, Leicester City.
Ranieri, early
Oh,
reunion.
that would be funny. That would be funny.
Early
40 miles
reunion.
up the road.
Are playing number 32,
That's not
West
us.
Ham United. Interesting draw there. Ranieri versus Slaven. I can't see his name in Scottish.
two.
Slaven Bilic. Number 1 will be Aston Villa, who just beat
No.
Notts County 4-3.
That'd be great. We'll get good allocation.
Placing against number 18, Birmingham City.
Birmingham.
Oh my
Derby,
God.
local derby.
That's the Chelsea Millwall in the Midlands, isn't it?
It is.
Number 31, Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh.
Will be facing number 25, Arsenal.
Arsenal! Oh!
Arsenal.
I swear for like 24.
That's
I
an
swear for like
interesting
24.
Here we go, lads.
Tottenham Arsenal. Oh my
That's
god.
hilarious.
Number
Oh
29,
my god. Yep.
Here we go. Man
Manchester
United.
United.
Oh, no.
Don't send it
No
back in
way.
there.
Done.
We'll be facing number 12,
We're getting shot.
Ipswich Town. The mighty
Oh.
Ipswich.
Oh, Louis happy, isn't he?
This is my
Number
favourite.
27, Liverpool.
Oh, hell no.
Friggin' way.
No, don't send us there.
No, Phil Thompson,
Will be
don't
facing
screw up.
number 15,
Nine.
Carlisle United.
Oh, lucky you.
You can do it.
Oh, poor mate. Tottenham Arsenal. That's nah.
Ah, lovely it.
Number 3,
Yep.
Crystal Palace.
No, I don't want to go there.
Don't want to go there.
Oh, they're close to
Play
me.
number 17,
Oh, alright then.
Charlton Athletic.
I
That's
can see Man
local.
City
That's a good little
right
game,
over
yeah.
the wall.
That's local.
Yeah.
Number 7, Fulham.
There we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here
Here we
we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Will play
Bring it
number 23,
Oh.
City. Can they do it on a rainy day in West London? I don't
Is
know.
that Stoke? Is that Stoke? Is that
Yeah.
Stoke? Was that Stoke against Fulham?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stoke.
Number 10, Sunderland at
Sunderland.
home.
Oh, not again.
No,
I've been up
no,
there.
no.
2 years
Will
ago,
be
mate.
facing number
They always play well.
28,
Oh my god.
Manchester City.
That do. That's nice.
Teams out of the equation.
Go on, Sunderland. Oh, we're gonna come out
Number
now.
19, Newcastle United.
No,
I'm
no.
not giving up football. I ain't having none of that.
No.
Will be playing number 4,
Alright, cool.
Sheffield
Sheffield
Wednesday.
That'll do. Lovely. Come on, bring it on. Home tie.
Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
Number 5, Reading.
There we
Yeah.
Someone said in the
That's
comments,
right.
Reading.
Reading.
Someone said in the comments, Reading.
go.
Number
We ain't
16,
getting Reading.
Barnsley or Everton.
Are Bradford in this?
Stones won't
No,
be playing
I
that
don't
one.
think they are.
Number
That's us.
24,
That's us. That's us.
Preston
Right.
North
Oh,
End.
no, it's not. What number?
26, John Terry.
Oh, we're 26. Okay, cool.
We'll play number 6, not 26, Bournemouth.
Cool. Okay, we're number 26. For some reason, I thought we were number 24. Okay, 26.
Okay.
You sound like Benito.
Number 2, Walsall FC.
Yeah, bring on some Walsall.
We'll play number
Yeah,
26, Chelsea
There we
Football
are.
Club.
We got Walsall.
Walsall away.
What a game that will
At
turn
the
out to
top.
be.
Right, we got a trip to Walsall, lads.
Is Tony's face like that, or is he?
I don't care about the rest of the draw. I'm going to hand it back over to Eunice in the studio. This is Simon McGovern. No. Back to you, Eunice.
Cheers, mate. All right, thank you, Chris Kamara. Anyway,
My name's Simon. Thank you.
Tone, are you there, mate?
I thought that was his expression, but I think it's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
I've
I think
seen
I think he can't believe that he's got to go all the way to Walsall.
It's either that or he just got sick of my voice. Probably the second one.
I mean, no, that's a good draw. That's a
Oh,
good
Tottenham
draw.
Arsenal though. Tottenham Arsenal. That's hilarious.
Arsenal Fan TV on their Twitter have just put Spurs versus Arsenal in the Capital One Cup. It's on.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Bully,
you'll be
get
buzzing.
Bully out, yeah, and he'll say whose name is Harry Kane, and then Harry Kane will score 2 goals against them and knock them out.
Harry Kane will become the top scorer forever, for like the most goals in the Capital One Cup ever, just by scoring like 1 million goals against Arsenal.
Walsall though, Walsall never like. I don't think we've been there in a long, long time.
We haven't been there, I'm sure, in years. Years. I think Tony just can't believe it.
He can't
Tony's just got
I swear, no, but like you can see Walsall. I remember Walsall Stadium, proper small, yeah. Like when you're driving up to Manchester, you can see it off the side of the motorway.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
proper weird stadium. It's proper weird stadium. It's like, and I think they have like a market there on like a Sunday or something.
No, but oh, is he back?
Oh, listen, do you know what, right? I'll tell you what, I had a moment in cyberspace there.
What? You couldn't believe that we got Walsall? Were you that
I saw Daleks and all sorts. Do you know what I mean? Who we got?
We got Walsall.
What, you still don't know?
I've been there. Oh.
We got Walsall, and we actually we sold him to Walsall, I think. Yeah. Or Barnsley did, I'm not sure. One of them.
Walsall, who are League One, that's a good draw for us. I mean, you look at Man City, they got Sunderland. You've got Man United, who've got Ipswich, which I guess is a good draw. Liverpool, Carlisle, I think. Yeah, Carlisle. Yeah. And we get Walsall. I'm happy. For the third round, I think that'll be a good occasion to give the young boys a run.
Can you? I don't know what happened there to me. I tell you, I just all of a sudden I went off. This drama. At least it's live. Take me back to Preston. Can you take me back to Preston, please? Do it.
Here's live. My name's Simon McGovern. No.
What happened after Reading Barnsley? Preston versus who?
Preston. There's another guy. There's 2 Tonys. I don't like it.
There's 2 Tonys.
Sorry, guys.
I told you there was a Dalek somewhere.
Guys, I've got a little bit of breaking.
Here we go. Eunice, back to you in the studio.
You're doing some breaking.
Thank you. I've got a little bit of breaking. This is coming from ESPN. Yeah. ESPN are saying Chelsea and Juventus have reached an agreement for Pogba.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? The flag. Listen, you've got something to say a bit later, and we're all saying the waiting room on something, haven't we? But I mean,
wait a minute. Can I say something on Pogba?
Go on.
You can't. Listen, we've all kept it quiet.
No. I've got to say something on this on Pogba. Yeah, I've got to ruin everyone's day. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, cool. I mean that's just the latest. You know, take it with a pinch of salt for now. But yeah, that's ESPN. But
my other man's gone. Did you see that?
Say that again.
See, my other man's gone now off the screen.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. But hey, I mean, Walsall is a good draw. Now we can talk about Walsall when the day comes. I'm sure we'll get through to the 4th round. It's Walsall. All due respect to Walsall, but we are much more stronger. I think for now,
Spurs and Arsenal must be distraught, Eunice.
They must be killing themselves. Mate. I mean, I don't know how that's going to fare out, but it's definitely going to be a good game.
Tottenham are going to have to give them a fair old whack of tickets, aren't they? I mean, it's a metropolitan nightmare, really, isn't it?
Yep, exactly. Right, next, obviously, we've spoken a bit about Stones. We've all said how we feel about this transfer request. If I was to mention about Pogba, obviously, one thing I want to say about Pogba is I do have a little exclusive. To
us.
I can't say too much for now, but I'll just say there's a big chance of this happening. It will involve. It does look like that Juve are interested in one of our players for part of the deal. If we're not willing to give up this specific player, then we're going to have to offer more money. Hopefully, though, it does look like it's going to happen, or something will end up happening. But it'll be a lot of money. Stay tuned. I will reveal by tomorrow, possibly Friday. Once this does go a bit big, I assume the rumors are going to start picking up again if Independent and ESPN are talking. But we will have to fork out a lot of money.
And it's quite an exclusive, isn't it, doing this for a little old channel like us?
Yes, yeah, it is. It is. But honestly, bear with me, guys. I think by tomorrow, Daily Blues, I will have more information for you. And I know by Friday is a specific day in terms of this whole Pogba Chelsea story. So that's all I've got to say for now. Friday might be the day something massive happens. But hey, what are your thoughts in terms of Pogba and the rumours picking up again? I mean, the rumour going around at the moment is around what 70, 80 million.
Which is what I said, wasn't it?
Yeah. Would you be willing to fork that much money out, especially that we've given Cuadrado on loan to them?
Me?
Yeah, go on, Tom.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, I've said that all along. You know, I want Pogba. I'm inside. I'm sort of buzzing. You know, I want to sort of, let it go. do you know what I mean? You know, that's and that's the truth because I honestly believe, as Dan says, he's the man to take us to the next level. We really are, the real deal. You know, once we got him and.
Well, I mean,
it's not happened yet, so let's not get carried away. You know.
No, of course.
It's like the Stones, isn't it? You know, but listen, if we were to get them two, we'll say this has been a very good transfer window.
I can't believe it. I mean, just 2 weeks ago? Less, week and a half. Listen, we all go in. This is terrible. We're having a meltdown.
I don't want to throw stones, and I don't mean that in a whatever way, but I remember at the Community Shield. I mean, look, there's a lot of banter flying around with the Gooners and that, and they're all coming up to us going, "Listen, we got money now. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, it's changing. It's changing." I'd be funny. You'd be pretty distraught if you were them. I mean, they've just had to go through the 10-year one, on the stadium. They've had to lap that one up and go, "Do you know what? We were building, and all that sort of stuff. We accept that, but now." And then they come out and they announce they've got 200 million to spend.
Yep.
So far, they got check.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Arsene doesn't like spending though, does he?
I mean, he doesn't, but the thing is that the money's there available, so I don't know why he's choosing not to.
Arsene, not spender.
Yeah, practically. Practically. I mean, the news coming out tonight as well, and this is relating to Juve, because not only have they got Cuadrado, but it looks like they're about to get Witsel.
That'll be
they are after Witsel, and apparently they're quite close.
Well, yeah, we know.
I mean, now, the question I want to pose to you about Witsel is Witsel going to be a replacement for Pogba, or are they bringing in Witsel to make up for letting Pirlo and Vidal go?
They're bringing in Witsel to make up for Pirlo and Vidal.
Yeah?
It's not to replace Pogba. I mean, they've lost their midfield pretty much, if you think about it.
They looked at it over the weekend.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
I bet you they just did it for the banter to say, let's make the Italian league more interesting this year. Just sell our midfield, see what happens. Still, but it's a replacement for Vidal and Pirlo. It's not for Pogba.
Yeah.
Because he's a big, strong midfielder, and that's what he does best, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but it's not for Pogba in my opinion.
Definitely. Daniel?
Yeah, I mean, I did hear a rumour, well, it's not even a rumour, it's confirmation that they've made Babarama change his number again. Now he's gone from, number 6
to number 3.
To number 3, which leaves number 6 available.
Yeah.
You could look at that as well. That's Pogba's number. I look at it, you could say that could be John Stones' number,
He's 10 now, haven't he? He's 10 now, hasn't he, Pogba?
He is for Juve. He is for Juve.
So, you never know. Yeah, of course, it would be absolutely incredible. I mean, you probably think, I mean, I wasn't saying that, we're in crisis 2-3 weeks ago, whatever it was, but I did admit that, this has been a terrible transfer window, and it looks like that 3-0 has turned out to be some sort of blessing in disguise, hopefully, if we do these 2 deals, which would be incredible. I mean, to be able to top last year's transfer window would be something, the deals we got done last summer. And, if we could get these 2 deals done and have be able to say at the end of a transfer window, you've signed in the same transfer window in the space of what 2 or 3 weeks, Pedro, John Stones, and Paul Pogba. You know that's just incredible. Paul Pogba would, yeah, as Tony says, like transform our team. He would also just, in truth, he would just like change the way, the style of play. I think in a lot of ways he would bring back kind of that Lampard kind of style in terms of power and kind of shooting outside the box. I think he would influence that style of play, give us more squad depth. Problem is, though, I mean, the question has to. I know it's one that probably don't people say, oh, why would you ask this? But the only interesting thing is what would Fabregas do? Because I mean, I know people have said that Oscar could go out the other way, but I mean, if anything, the big positive about it is it would create absolute like amazing squad depth. So if you have Fabregas and number 10, you have players like Oscar and Willian on the bench. Now, would they accept being on the bench? We don't know, but I think just having those players in your squad, and it just makes our squad look so much better. And also Stones and Pogba, Pogba, yeah, he could come in and he could set the model light, but also a bit like Stones, he's like a future signing. You're signing him like long term as well, because he would be in that midfield for the next 10 years maybe. Same with Stones in that back line. So because he's so young, it would be an amazing signing if Chelsea were to pull it off. I spoke last night that Chelsea showing an interest for me is good enough because it shows that Chelsea want to sign a player like Paul Pogba. We've heard the rumours that apparently Jose has asked Abramovich to go out for Paul Pogba, which is another good report. It'll be interesting to see what happens. As you say, you've got that little insider knowledge, and we've heard.
I'm gonna have to quote it. In the know.
In the ITK.
ITK.
Yeah, man.
You see, Claude done the same thing last night, didn't
he? yeah, and he got slaughtered for it. I mean.
And I know who he's on about.
Yeah, I know, We're all in the know.
I'm not in the know. What's going on?
Just stick to the reporting of the draw.
That was Italian, I think.
I was going to say he's not from Eastern Europe, mate. He's from Scotland. Simon's from Scotland, not Eastern Europe. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to get a pair of glasses and a massive moustache and a sheepskin coat. And whenever we do a draw, I'm just going to put it on and get changed, come back and Louis.
Yeah.
You see,
acting.
You see, Slaven Bilic, West Ham are making a beeline for Victor Moses now, aren't they?
Yeah, it does look like it. It does look like West Ham want Victor Moses.
6
we
mil.
might actually consider it. I mean,
well, we want 10, they want 6, so it's obvious what's going to happen, doesn't it? We'll get 8.
I mean, bloody Del Boy business, that. I mean, would you give up Victor Moses? I mean, we've got Pedro in, we've let Cuadrado go on loan.
Yeah.
Would you let another winger leave?
Yep.
Yeah.
You would let Victor Moses go?
Yep.
Yeah. We don't need him. He's not going to get used. He's not.
Yeah, you're gonna get a profit for him as well.
If you think about it, we're going to have Bertrand Traoré, Hazard,
Yep.
Willian who can play there, Pedro. You got 4 wingers there. I don't know if there are any others. Kennedy. There's another one.
Yeah.
You got
He's
5
definitely
or
part of the team now, isn't he? So,
You got 5 or 6 wingers. And then we've also got players out on loan who are supposed to be more talented, like, for example, Lucas Piazon. I mean, he was supposed to be absolutely amazing. He was like the next prodigy, and then he just went quiet.
Apparently, he really does like him, though, Bilic, doesn't he? So I can see that happening. So I know Villa were, sort of half interested, but I can see that deal being done.
I can as well. As well, to be fair.
It's kind of sad because he was our best player in pre-season, wasn't he?
He was. Yeah, he was.
Do you know something, yeah?
Yeah.
How old do you think, well, you probably know, but, I mean, how old do you think he is, Victor Moses?
26, isn't he?
See, it's funny, you do think that he's around that sort of age, don't you, 26, 27, because he's been around and obviously he's floated about a bit, and he's been Liverpool and stuff. He's 24.
Wow.
Victor Moses is 24.
24.
Blimmin' heck, that's news like not even
He's
on
like
me.
that kid that used to play for Lazio.
It's a bit like
Yeah.
Mikel, isn't it? The Lord, you know. You
Yeah.
know, he's still
Yeah.
young, isn't he? Because he's you know, he come at us at a very young age, and he's, you know, you feel like he's been around forever, don't you?
Exactly.
We love the Lord.
Exactly.
Simon loves the Lord as well.
Even you
Well,
love the Lord, Louis, don't you?
Who, me? Yeah, of course. I love the Lord. Love him.
He loves the Lord.
I'm just waiting for him
Loves
to do a
loves the Lord.
benter to go sunbathing.
It's that day when
Then
the Lord
then
goes.
he really is a Lord. Huh?
It's that day when the Lord goes, isn't it?
It will be a sad day
You'd
when
have
the
to
Lord
have
goes.
a Lord, you know, a Lord special that day.
Daniel, stop laughing. This is serious.
I bet no, I'm just laughing because I bet there will be people like listening to that. They don't even know who we're
We've
talking
invented
about.
that, mate. We've invented the Lord, you know.
I
The
did
Lord's the Lord.
I did that. I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was talking about Mikel, and I said the Lord. I just kept going the Lord, and he said, "Wait, what?" And I was like, I inadvertently just started calling the Lord, and I was just going.
I'll be like, wait a minute. I swear I went. I swear this is Daily Blues, not Daily Christianity.
Yeah.
Well, right, for the final part of the show, let's get to some comments from the people who are watching live at the moment.
Can I just say one thing, Eunice? Right, Flora
Yeah.
Malouda, did you see him? He's in the news at the moment.
Is he?
The Indian Super League. He's joined the
Oh.
Delhi Dynamos.
Yeah,
and the only
yeah.
reason why I mention that is obviously our Indian contingent out there.
True.
Because
Yeah.
Nicholas Anelka was out there, wasn't he? And Adrian Mutu.
Mutu.
Connection there.
Who remembers Mutu, the cokehead?
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's the real thing, you know. But no, with regards to that, though, a very, very weird thing. The West Brom Chelsea game, obviously on Sunday, they advertised the signing of Flora Malouda on one of the advertising boards at that game.
Oh,
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
I saw that. I was like, "Is that Malouda?" Oh yeah, it is. Just like
Ooh, Flora Malouda.
He's back briefly.
Yeah.
he was okay. He had that one good season, and then I was just like, meh, with Flora Malouda. Yeah, that one.
Lottie and all that.
Yeah, it was the season we did the double. I think it was where he was really, really good for us.
He was, yeah. He was good on the Hiddink as well. I think he played that game against that unbelievable game against Barcelona. He was the one who nearly
That was a penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was the first one.
Or it was meant to be anyway.
Well, outside the box, but it's a free kick. Yeah, that.
Also, just to let you know, his manager at that Indian team in Delhi is Roberto Carlos.
There you go.
Good old Robbie.
You know,
Yeah, Roberto Carlos is the boss, is the gaffer over there. So
all the Indian Chelsea out there can tell us all about that because obviously,
definitely.
you know, they're getting a few players, aren't they? Adrian Mutu and Flora Malouda. He's 35 now, but you know,
True.
he's supposed to still do a job.
right, well, we'll get some comments.
I've got one here from a guy called Max Ringer. He's just sent me something on Facebook. He said, even though it does look likely we'd pull off both deals, Popper and Stones, if we had to choose one, which one would you guys have?
Ooh,
If you had to choose one.
why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't know why he's. I don't know why he's doing it to me. I'm just there going.
Which really?
Who would I pick?
Well, where would you pick? Yeah.
No, I thought you asked me who I'd pick.
No, but I will do if you want.
Okay. Tony, ask me who I pick. You know.
I'd go with Stones.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Even
Go
though
with Stones.
we need strength at the back.
I think I'd go with Stones because once John Terry's gone, you know, I mean, in our midfield, we have midfielders and it's okay. It's not a disaster. It's pretty good. Most teams would wish to have our midfield, but in defence at the moment, how it's looking, we're quite, you know.
Would you play him straight away,
Stones.
Eunice? Would you play him straight away?
Stones.
Would you? Yeah.
I think he's at that level where I can rely on him. I'm just not 100%. I'd probably say I'm 90%.
Who would you replace him with, mate?
Who, Stones?
Yeah. If you could put Stones in, who would you replace him? Who would go?
Cahill.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zuma.
See, Zuma is ready as well. I think.
It's like a game of chess, isn't it?
It is.
Checkmate, isn't it?
He's
Checkmate.
making Eunice squirm. I've never seen this. Oh wait.
Listen, mate. Add him to Pogba.
Would you?
Yeah.
Of course he would. Whole time. I want Bale and I want Pogba.
I want Pogba. Yeah, get
I want
Pogba.
Bale and I want Pogba. Know what I mean? Let's have it right.
Let's have the engine, mate. Let's get the engine in. Well, listen, massive hole since Lampard's left. He's our Lampard.
He raises a good point. Definitely. We've said that we don't have that midfielder who takes shots. Say it again.
If we score 8 or 9 goals, we don't need a defence.
Fair play. I've got
Yeah,
complain.
but what if we score eight? What if we score 8 or 9 goals, but concede 10 or 11 goals? Then we need a defence.
Or Sam Pogba then. I've had enough. No.
This debate could go on for years.
It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I mean, we want them both, really, don't we? You know, but obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly say 2 highs to 2 people and give this, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
That guy, Zek, I've got to shout out loud to him, mate, because he's all the way in Hawaii. Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Wow. Aloha.
Yeah, amazing. And then I also want to say hello to Hunter, Tommy Dos Santos. He tweets me a lot, that guy. And how you doing, buddy? All right. Nice one.
Awesome.
There's a guy.
Awesome.
I've just realised there's another midfielder that we have out online who's actually half decent. I watch him. He played for Elche in the Liga BBVA last season. I think I don't know how. Is it Pasalic?
Pasalic, yes.
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
he's
another
good.
player we've got on loan. Honestly, we could do a
Wallace.
whole Daily Blues of players we have out on loan
Yeah.
and how well they're doing. I don't know anymore.
What's the situation with Wallace? Anyone know?
Royce.
That's a good
Wallace.
point. No, Wallace.
Wallace
That's
is out
actually
on
a good
loan.
point.
He's not at Vitesse. I think he's at he's English. He's in
He
England.
was at Milan, wasn't he? Was he at Milan? He was at Milan. Sure.
Let me just do a quick check.
Wallace, I think so. But at the moment, I think Louis is right in saying that he's on loan somewhere in the country. I'm actually not sure. I remember the last I heard of Wallace was when he come out and said that he's looking forward to working under Mourinho.
He's not. He's playing for Carpi.
Not even around.
He's playing for Carpi.
For Carpi.
I don't know anymore. The new team that's just coming to Serie A, or
Oh,
Carpi,
God.
if you're going to.
Yeah. Well, you might as well say it the proper way.
Carpi. Just down the road from where my family's from.
Right.
It's mad the talent we've got out there, though, isn't it? Like Patrick Bamford, you know.
No, we got loads.
Loads, isn't it? You know.
We've got to do an. We've got to
What
do.
about the other Brazilian we bought?
We've got.
I'm sorry, I've just read this comment, I have to read this out. Ish Harris says, just before Malouda was sold, me and my mate was walking over Putney Bridge and the F, alright, nearly ran us over when we were crossing the road.
Oh, what? Oh, W.
Malouda nearly killed Ish Harris.
Terrible, isn't it?
Ish, you're right, mate.
Yeah, Ish, I'm glad you're here and safe, mate.
They could have made a road advert out of that.
You're safe with us.
Ish and his mate. You know who Ish and his mate were? Ish and his mate were the 2 hedgehogs.
At least Malouda nearly hit something because he could barely hit the ball at some point.
Where's the cold water? Where's the cold water?
Applied to burned area.
I love it. Then he's going to go India and he's going, hey Daniel, look at me, I can score lots of goals. He's going to go there. I don't know what that was. That was a stab at French, but I think that turned into Nigerian. Oh my God, no, guys, wait. John Terry just messaged in the chat. He says, Louis, your accent goes straight in my basket. Thank you, John.
Oh, not you too, John. Not you too.
That's going straight in my basket.
Ask John Terry if he's got the ump with Stones putting in a transfer request.
JT,
Yeah, John Terry.
John Stein's putting in a transfer request.
Yeah, put in a reply, please. Are you a bit, wound up with Stones coming to Chelsea, possibly? Are you feeling a bit uneasy? John Terry, leave us a comment.
What are you going to do on Saturday?
Yeah, that too.
Well, we all know, obviously.
We might be spending the afternoon with Eva.
Yeah, exactly. We all know what's happening there.
Anyway, we got a few bring back Torres in the comments. I don't know if that's just a troll.
I think,
Bring back Torres. I'd bring him back for one night. I'd bring him back for one night if we play Barcelona. That's it.
One night.
Get him on loan.
Get him on loan for 90 minutes.
Right, do you know what?
Diego. Hello, Diego. Can I get Fernando Torres back, please? Thank you.
Oh, do you know what? I love Torres. He was on. He was. I always had Torres on the back of my shirt and everything. You know. Sad, isn't it?
He's quality. It's just that.
He scored some very important goals, actually. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is, he didn't score for us when it was just they didn't really matter. But when it mattered, he did score. He scored. I remember the two goals that stick out most for me are the one which he scored against City at the Bridge, and the one that he scored against Barcelona, obviously.
True. I think the commentator who was commentating at that time, but
Gary
he practically
Neville.
summed out. No, not Gary Neville. The one Gary Neville was he was just screaming, in a weird way.
JT says he's a little bit annoyed, yeah.
But no, the other commentator was saying, 50 million has just been repaid. And when you think about it, even though we were technically already going through, but his goal sealed it. His goal put us through. Done. So we did technically get repaid.
How many people, if we're all honest, right, thought, oh my God, he's 1-on-1. Is he gonna,
No.
Yeah,
it went through my mind. I've got to tell you.
It felt so long.
I was like utopia, wasn't it?
It felt so long because I was watching it in one room and my dad was watching it in another, and I literally ran through from my bedroom to the front room, and he was literally still a throw on goal. It took so long for him to get to the goal, and then I was just like, oh, this is gonna be United all over again. Once he got
No, that night, I mean, I was at uni and I was watching at the student bar, and it was packed with Chelsea and about a couple of Barca, and we drenched him in beer because he was mugging us off. But anyway, that's a different story. When Torres was running over to Valdez, I remember I just jumped up in the middle of the big screen because it was a massive screen. I'm just there jumping please don't bottle it, and he got round him. I can't believe he went round the keeper. I thought he'd just try and slide in.
Most of Torres' goal was him going around the keeper though. He scored a load of, and I love the way
when he was good.
Yeah, he destroyed QPR the next Saturday though, didn't he? Destroyed QPR. That was quite funny.
The wise gamer has just put in the comments. Tancredi Palmieri just tweeted to say that negotiations are dead between Chelsea and Juve. So
that's interesting. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've just got this feeling. Because remember, Tancredi Palmieri. Yeah, exactly. Palmieri was the guy who came out recently, a few days ago, and said, big bomb. He called it a super bomb, and said Chelsea and Juve have agreed Pogba is coming to Chelsea. And that hasn't happened yet. So I'm practically not going to really listen to Tancredi anymore. Don't know about you guys.
What do you make of Wembley then, Eunice?
Yeah, apparently we're moving there for 3 years now. It looks like it's going to happen.
Well, apparently the FA have sounded out an agreement in principle, haven't they?
Yeah, I would do it.
It's 50,800, they're saying, for every game.
That's quality. I think it's the best option, and it's probably the only option. I love Wembley.
You do love Wembley, do you?
It's no, don't get me wrong. It's a bit of a trot to get there, but we could have worse.
Yeah, I know people hate it, but I actually, probably because we're Chelsea fans and we have quite good memories there, but I actually enjoyed it. I mean, going there and get the cup final in March, I mean, it was a brilliant day. I mean, I was in the top tier and you still had brilliant seats. The only weird thing about it was, and I know Eunice, you're in the top tier as well, it's weird, you don't hear them the ball being hit, if that makes sense, the ball being kicked. It's really weird. I know it sounds probably random to people, but it's kind of weird from the top tier.
I've never heard a ball being kicked. I
had a ball kicked in my face when we played Aston Villa there, the day we won the year we won the double. I think it was about 12, and the ball they were doing training, and I kicked the ball and it hit me in the face.
Do you think they'll like lower their prices for like foods and drink and all that sort of stuff? And
No.
or
They
do you think
have
it'll be
to. I mean, they have to.
£25 a burger and all that?
It's too expensive.
I think we'll mostly like because of course Chelsea, worldwide club, and all across London. I think 50. What is it? 50, as you said,
50,800.
50,800. I think for most Premier League games, I think we'll do pretty well. I think the problem is when you start going in, as I said last night, I think when you start getting like midweek games against Bolton at home, in the League Cup.
Well, see, the haters will say that, won't they? They'll say, "It won't fit it in this, that, and the other." And the other. Listen, it's a pain. It is a pain, yeah. And there's a lot of people that go, "Oh, for God's sake," But yeah, listen. Let's put it like this: we'll film Stamford Bridge 60,000-70,000. You are right though. Norwich City on a Wednesday night, pouring down with.
Because the tickets will get sold. It's like last season, for instance. Tickets get sold for these games, but like for loyalty points reasons. But like people don't turn up. Like I remember Bolton last year. I was at the game, like the League Cup, and like apparently it was sold out, but there were empty seats of that because people buy just for loyalty points reasons for members. But like no, I think it's a bit of a shame, but like where else? As I said, we were kind of discussing it briefly last night, and where else are we supposed to go? It will take the gloss off, and especially like for teams like, I mean, maybe it could be a nice thing for if we get like an FA Cup draw against a team who probably will not get to Wembley, but like we have to move somewhere, and I didn't really see a ground share. I remember there was once people saying like a ground share of Arsenal. That was never going to happen. Ground share with Spurs. That was never going to happen.
Well, I don't know. We might end up sharing with Spurs at Wembley. We might do.
Well, I was going to ask that question. I mean, does that now mean that was it 12 million? Wasn't it? As I say, 12 million. Does that now mean that Spurs, if they share, have got to bid the same? Surely they're not going to say, yeah, but you can have it for 8.
Yeah, exactly. No, they would have to. They would definitely have to.
And I don't see a problem with sharing it with Tottenham, do you?
As long as we don't run into them, on the way to Wembley, I think we'll be all right. I think it'll be good. And to be fair, it'd be ideal. I think it'd be the only solution that could suit both clubs, if we shared it. But how that would affect the schedule and the scheduling, because we'd both have to share the same ground, home and away days would always have to be different for the two clubs. So.
Someone's just put here, Eunice. William, Everton have submitted a bid for Zuma.
Everton, you've been rejected.
Yeah. What we'll do is if you want Zuma, the amount of money we'll pay for Stones, double that. See you later, lads.
Yeah, exactly. We should do an Everton and be like, no, he's not going. If you want him, you're gonna have to fork 70 million. You can have Zuma.
I love Jose if he comes out and he's like, why is Roberto talking about my player?
Yeah. Why are you talking about my players? Why are you doing it?
Why is that? It's illegal. We should find Romelu Lukaku for talking about our player. I'd love for him to come out and say that. I know they ain't getting
Zuma, no chance.
Zuma's my boy. He ain't leaving Chelsea.
We all love him, don't we? But we must have that discussion one night, though, Eunice, especially because it's imminent. Well, we hope it's imminent. Stone's coming. Because there's got to be that discussion about our back line, isn't it? I mean, we're all in agreement with Zuma.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But Ivanovic to have a bit of a rest.
Yeah, on the bench, probably permanently.
But we do need to talk about Terry, don't we, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. He'd have to be because he's the captain and he's needed. I think we definitely have to mention him. A good thing about Stones is Aaron, I think it is. Yeah, Aaron Reeves Hastings has put here. Everton have bidded 5 million for Fazio. That's on Sky Sports apparently, according to him.
He's crap. So
I mean,
he's rubbish.
The more rubbish, the better.
Yeah, I guess, but for what they're losing, and then the other players they're looking at to be gaining, you go Rumus Fury, Ranocchia, and then you've got Fazio. You saw what he did at Spurs. I mean, Everton sort of are in that similar bracket, if you think about it, sort of. Like in terms of they should be contesting for Europa League.
They should be.
And then Fazio just doesn't cut it wherever he goes. He just doesn't cut it at Spurs. Why would he cut it at Everton?
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I think Everton want to try and become that team where they keep their best players and they start fighting for Europe, and I just don't think they're at that level yet.
Matthew Douglas.
But they want to be.
Yeah, that's
Matthew
that.
Douglas. Sell Lord Mikel to Everton.
No. He said sell Everton, Lord Mikel. So he's saying Lord Mikel should sell Everton because obviously Bill Kenwright's just his puppet. It's like something like Die Hard or something like that. So you will do my bidding. Give us Stones. Yeah, yes, I'll give you Stones.
That's how he's off to West Brom.
Oh, hang on. Vincent has he's put two good comments here. He's put our best case scenario for the
I see
Champions
that.
League draw and the
Yeah.
worst. The best is Chelsea, Valencia, Dynamo Kiev, and Maccabi Tel Aviv. So we'd be going to Israel. That's probably a first.
I'm wearing Kevlar.
And
I don't.
the worst case is Chelsea, Real Madrid, Lyon, and Wolfsburg.
Yeah. I'll do all three of them. I wouldn't mind doing Wolfsburg, Lyon.
What about
Real Madrid.
Israel?
What
about Tel Aviv?
I'd be a bit
I'd
worried
fuck
about going to Israel. No offense if any of you guys are from Israel. No offense. You know, just sort of the.
Oh, I've done Israel. You know what I mean?
No, I think you've got to be worried if you go into maybe Ukraine, like places that have been in wars recently. As well, I've heard stories that especially the police are not very kind to Chelsea, and most English supporters. I mean, I don't know if you heard the stories about my brother went over to the PSG game 2 years ago, not last year, when we lost 3-1, and just the mad police there just.
Oh no, but
stuff they did to Chelsea
It was worse last year, mate. Telling you.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Poor old Louis Hugo. You know, he was on this a few. He got tear gassed outside. We were doing nothing, you know.
Yeah, they were just gassing Chelsea fans for no reason, and they were boxing Chelsea fans in, and the PSG fans were coming towards the Chelsea fans trying to start a fight, and instead of the French police trying to turn them around and stopping them, they were boxing the Chelsea fans more. So you get flares thrown over and everything. It was just ridiculous.
Well, it's at Paris. There's all nets around. It's very dangerous actually. That stadium. I cut on my leg and everything when our goal went in.
No,
But,
that's the thing, yeah.
Actual coming into the stadium, it's really weird. They shine these bright lights on you, you know, like beaming at you, you know.
Yeah.
It's not
Are
like,
you sure it's just because you're a star, Tony? You sure it's like, oh my God, look, there is Tony, shine bright lights. You know, sort of like.
No, the thing with Paris for me is an exception because Paris, the PSG, their fans have been known for years for being just a rowdy bunch. They've got an ultra section which is mental, absolutely mental. They've killed, they've injured people, they've done all sorts. Those lots. So I'm not surprised any European night trouble always kick off.
Definitely don't want to go over to Turkey to Galatasaray away. That's
PSG versus Galatasaray. That would be mental.
They're a rowdy bunch. A big rowdy bunch, the Turkish. But I mean, I think with the Turkish, if you show them respect, they won't touch you. If you say one small thing, you're going to hell. You know, when you go to Turkey, you're going to hell.
I think if you act like an idiot anywhere, you're going to get treated like an idiot. Simple as, isn't it? You know, just got to be respectful.
I think there are sometimes that, with that PSG incident where it's just you can be the most casual fan, don't want to start any trouble, and you're still kind of gonna get, you're still gonna get gassed, or you're still gonna get abused towards you.
That Paris game, just outside where we were supposed to go in, and there was a big bar there and that, and there was Chelsea and Paris in there. It was all mixing and everything. It was really nice, you know.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, you know, it depends where you want to, what you want to do, where you want to be. You know, you can. Yeah, we had a nice time out there.
No,
Learned about all the trouble afterwards. It's true though, you know.
Well, I've got. Well, you mentioned India earlier on. There's someone from India who says, "Hello, guys. This is a big Chelsea fan from India. Get this. I hate Costa. Please get someone more decent." Now, we're here to educate you a little bit, mate, because Costa is a top quality striker and one of the best. We all love Costa, so you should too.
Do you know, there's a little rumour. I mean, funny enough, I picked it up on Soccer Lens. I don't know how very true that is or whatever. But basically, when he was out in Ibiza, apparently, he did have a little meeting with Atletico. That's what they're saying. And basically, he's got some personal issues. He's not happy, basically.
I don't believe it.
That's marker.
Yeah. I don't believe
Well,
it. I mean, his 60-yard sprint to score the second goal on the weekend pretty much summed up exactly where he is in terms of his life at Chelsea. I think he
it's-
He came out. He came out in what was it? Because the rumors circulated around late kind of May, like a few months ago, I think it was. These rumors about him being unhappy, and then he did an interview saying, "I'm happy at Chelsea." You know, there's been rumors about me wanting to leave. I like it here. I've got good friends here. You know, like so. He came out and
it's for
rumors.
himself, funny, for the West Brom game. You know, he had a good rapport with the fans, and it was you know, more the old Costa, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, definitely more your.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what it said.
No, definitely. But anyway, for tonight, we've gone over an hour. It's an hour and 10 or so. We're gonna have to call it. It's been a good Daily Blues. We've covered the league draw. We've covered Stones. We've covered a bit of Pogba. We've covered the comments, and we've mentioned Lord Mikel as usual. So it's been a successful show. Guys, thank you for coming on. Once again, remember tomorrow, same time, more Daily Blues. Also Thursday, we will cover the Champions League draw.
And Simon will be back.
That's definite. Yeah, he will be. Simon, aka Chris Kamara, will be back on Thursday.
Right. Simon is from Edinburgh, okay? Chris Kamara is from somewhere in the Midlands.
Well, you're a bit of both.
So Chris Kamara talks like this, yeah, alright? Yeah. And Simon talks like this. There's quite a big difference. Simon just sounds more constipated.
Would you like Atletico then? Not Atletico, Real Madrid then? Would you take that?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you know, a game, you know, over the Bernabeu.
I think it'd be brilliant.
I'd take it, but it's just a case of sort of going, oh my god, I need to get out there, and it's gonna be like you're gonna go try and get tickets for it, and it's gonna disappear in like 5 seconds.
I mean, you know the thing with Madrid, I would take them now, but I think the only time where it's an exception is the Champions League final, and I'm not sure if we're actually going to get there, so I will take them now. But to have them in the Champions League final against Benitez and Jose's old Madrid, I think it'd be perfect.
If we do it and we win,
yeah,
touch wood, finding lots of wood. Sort of, if we do it and we win. So I just want Mourinho to run past Benitez, do the touchline again, like he did against Fergie. It's like, it's like, you know.
He should go and get the Champions League trophy and just go to his face and be like.
Or he has a little picnic bag and he offers him some tapas. It's like, do you want some tapas?
No, that's Rafa's job.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Anyway, no, yeah, I would definitely take Madrid, definitely.
What about you, Dan?
Oh, I'd love to get Madrid, and I'd also love to go out and see Chelsea play in the Bernabeu.
Amazing, wasn't it?
I love
Exactly.
I like, to me, like except for Stamford Bridge, of course. Like for me, I know people say the new camp, but for me, I'd take the Bernabeu over the new camp. For me, I think the Bernabeu is an amazing stadium. I mean, I went there when I was younger. I didn't actually go inside. I was kind of had a holiday in Spain and kind of went on the outside, looked in like the shop at the time. But I just love to go and see Chelsea play at Real Madrid. Or see a game there one day. I just think it's an amazing stadium.
No, definitely. It'd be amazing. And it's been long since we've been to the Bernabeu.
Paul Pogba's in the comments. He says, I'm coming.
Brilliant.
Oh, he also says, but I need a flight. Quick, get him a ticket.
Okay, right, I'm going on EasyJet now. I'm sorry, I can't afford business class.
I'm going to do a Jeremy Clarkson. And on that bombshell, we're going to have to end.
Hold on, if you're doing a Jeremy Clarkson, I'm not going near you on Saturday or Sunday whenever the Palace game is. I'm steering clear. I'm not giving you cold food, okay? Don't expect a packet of crisps or something if I need.
Yeah, it's Chelsea kitchen. He's in the Chelsea kitchen, and he's like, "What is this?" And he throws food out.
Hot food and only hot food. All right, remember it.
Are we there at the weekends?
Yes, Palace.
In the Chelsea kitchen? Yeah.
We will be. Chelsea Palace. Definitely be there. But yes, there we are. Thank you guys for joining for tonight. Daniel, Tony, and Louis. Guys, be sure to check out their Twitters, which is Daniel is at Son of Chelsea. We've got Tony at Tony 100% Chelsea. And Louis is at Louis the Boogaloo.
I am Bugs. I'm the Boogaloo.
There we are. I'm always scared when I get that wrong. But anyway, and check out all the social media links for 100% Chelsea in the description below. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea if you are new, and all of us will see you tomorrow for more Daily Blues. So thank you for watching. Appreciate it for tonight, and yeah, I'll see all of you. All of us will see you tomorrow. Sign out, guys.
Bye. Simon
See
said
ya.
bye as well. See you guys later. Right.
Take care, guys.